And in other news tonight, there is optimism for the continuing growth of the Philippine economy this year. The full report from Freddie Abando.
Government spending will be a major boost for the economy in 2015. 15.1% of the national budget has been allocated for the government's infrastructure program. Its impact will trigger more economic activity, which will spread out to the private sector.
Yeah, when you take a look at government spending as a part of the whole GDP, it's not it's a significant, but not the majority. Majority of our GDP is composed really of consumption, private investments. So in other words, private sector activity. But the government spending is important because it sends signals as to what direction the country is moving from an infrastructure and services point of view, and that kind of spending can trigger off other private investments, not only in infrastructure but in other areas. So if the private sector sees that the government is spending on key infrastructure like roads to certain areas, airports in certain areas, ports in certain areas, almost certainly you should be able to expect private investments to pick up in those areas.
The Philippines' hosting of APEC this year will showcase the gains of the country under the Aquino administration. The campaign Visit the Philippines program will boost tourism arrivals and domestic travel. It's timely to sustain the boom of tourism. In 2014, tourist arrivals surpassed 5 million.
I think 2015 is going to be an exciting but unpredictable year. There's many things happening that I think are good for the country. We have the APEC 2015 hosting, and that starts January 26th in Clark, and I think throughout the year it's almost a meeting a month, all the way till November. So the ability to bring in delegates in and out, those are opportunities, those are also challenges. But nonetheless, it puts the Philippines on the map. Second, it's Visit the Philippines here. So from a tourism point of view, I think there's a lot of advertising going on, a lot of awareness. So I think a lot of people will be traveling to the Philippines. I think the economy is still poised for growth, and if the government will debottleneck infrastructure spending, I think you will see growth return to the higher range of 6 and hopefully beyond 7 again, like we had in 2013.
Investments, local and foreign, are expected to sustain the surge of manufacturing to generate more high-quality paying jobs.
We've got to push investments. I mean, consumption has always been strong, and we would expect that to remain strong, but I think it's private, it's foreign direct investments and local investments that we need to push. I think I haven't seen the full year numbers for FDI, but they look to be better than the past, but we're still a far cry from the rest of ASEAN. So we need to, I guess we shouldn't let up in our efforts to keep pushing foreign direct investments and local direct investments.
To maintain growth, Bill Luz, Vice Chairperson of the National Competitiveness Council, bared more work to be done to improve the competitiveness ranking of the Philippines, improving the ease of doing business by cutting red tape, which continues to be a drawback. Another major concern for the business sector which should be addressed is the decongestion of the Manila ports. The congestion in 2014 affected also the economy.
By the first quarter, we would have cleared it all out and things would normalize, and the importers and exporters will be able to see their normal flow of goods.
So that's a major concern.
Oh, it is a major concern, not only for us in business, but I think also for the government, because it affects the GDP forecasts and everything.
In the meantime, Luz stressed the Aquino administration must be credited for the reforms which restored the confidence of the business sector. With only 18 months left in the term of President Aquino, Luz cited the need to institutionalize and continue the reforms implemented for the past 4 years.
I think that he's been able to accomplish a lot in the sense that the reform programs have come in. He's got the peace agreement, Bangsamoro, those are big. He got some really controversial, tough bills to be passed into law, and I think people doubted that could happen. Debottlenecked a lot of things, budget reforms, a lot of improvements, and I think the economy responded. The remaining 18 months, it's more of the same, but in greater doses, I think. No, it's a case of there's got to be that sense of urgency by all of us that over 18 months, whatever we set out to accomplish and embed and cement and put in place, on a more permanent basis, we've got the last 18 months to really make sure that they are cemented in place.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.